All right. No, thanks for taking my call. I've been watching you guys for a few months now, and I really love the content. So, I'll just tell you a little bit about myself really quick. My name is James, 29. I live out in Oregon right now, and I'm what you called a relationship virgin. So not like a just a regular virgin, just with relationships.
So you've had
I mean,
sex,
I've
but
been
you've
able
never
to
been in a
sleep with
relationship.
tons of women, albeit, you know, mostly on the bigger side. But I mean, I slept with a few like eights and nines here and there. But sometimes I'll get slack from some people when I tell them I've never been in a relationship before. But and you know, growing up, that kind of like bothered me because I was like, well, maybe I should be in a relationship. But like just over the past few years, and just especially over the past like 9 years, so pretty much my whole 20s,
How old are you?
I've just been more confident.
How old are you?
And I'm 29.
Yeah.
I'm 29.
Yeah, right.
Oh, dude, here. I had not had a girl in my life longer than 30 days until I hit 30.
There you go. Yeah,
Don't even worry about it. It's anybody poking fun. I know it bugs you. That's why you mention it. Just say you haven't met the right girl yet. People love that kind of lame excuse. Because then it makes you sound like, oh, that poor little guy. Then go hoe it up at the club.
And it's like, you know, yeah. And it's like, you know, nowadays I look at it as, you know what? Who really gives a fuck? I'm not even at my like peak market value or marketplace yet, you know, and just watching those videos, it's really watching your guys' videos and just videos online. It's made me think more about like, well, you know, is it really that bad? I don't really see it that bad. And I've never been that type of person who's like, well, you know, I'm just going to be with this person just to say, oh, I'm in a relationship. It's like, well, if I either like you or I don't. And
big question is though, why are they getting you riled up?
Like
if it doesn't bother you, I mean, it clearly bothers you and you're saying it shouldn't, but it is. Do you know why?
I don't know. Like sometimes I kind of think about, I kind of go back and forth with it. So
you want to get an attaboy? They're like, oh, good for you, slaying it. Good job, man.
yeah. Like you know, I go back and forth with it, but like, which is why I called because you know I really like you guys' content, and I wanted your advice. Like, does it really matter? And you said it doesn't, and you know, I'll roll with that.
Yeah, but the fact that I had to say it shouldn't matter, or Donovan had to say it, or Rolo had to say it, just like you're doing your thing. I guess I know it's really easy just to say don't let it bother you, and there's really no other way to explain it but that. And I don't know how to get from here where it kind of does to where it really doesn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't need my permission. You don't need permission. Yeah, I mean the other thing is that you're 29 years old, man. You haven't even hit your stride yet as far as sexual market value. You're gonna be
Oregon.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna be in such a position here, and I would say between 4 or 5 years that your sexual selectivity, it's like, you know, don't worry about it. You think that's I hate
down
this
with that granola from Oregon,
because what he's talking about is really kind of residue of the blue pill. Okay, it's like, oh, I should be in a relationship right now, or it's like you always get these guys who are who feel guilty about not following the life plan that women would have for them. And I kind of lock horns with TradCons about this because there's a lot, especially if you watch like PragerU videos or some shit like that, where it's like, they're like, well, you know, men need to man up and they need to be ready for a wife and you know, to be a husband and a wife and follow this life plan. And, you know, for women who follow their careers and want to be these careerist women, and they happen to be like 30 years old and they haven't done anything to really establish themselves as, you know, being a mother or whatever. And we don't give them shit, but we give that guy, we say he's extending his adolescence. We say that guy is juvenile for not following the life plan.
Syndrome.
Yeah, and when that shit gets into your head, that's when you start self-policing, you start doubting yourself because it's been
call me Peter Pan. I think it's great. Yeah.
The thing is, like, when you
I fight Captain Hook. I'm with the Lost Boys.
God, I hate to. My cousin, he's got, and I think he might have started things a little bit late, but my cousin is an architect, and he is like almost a celebrity architect. The guy's got money coming out of his ass. He didn't start his personal life until he got to be about 36 years old, 37 years old. And if I say somebody did it right, this is the guy that did it right, because he didn't really start looking for a wife until he would, because being an architect and doing what he's done, he wanted to establish himself in his career. He wanted to focus on himself. He wanted to work on his own, he was just very industrious. Let's just say that. I'm not going to call him an entrepreneur because he wasn't really an entrepreneur, but kind of became one by default. And then decided that right around 36, he's going to say, okay, you know what? I want to have kids. This is what I want next for my life. And he was in a position already, of course, because, guy wasn't, not too bad looking guy. And also, had his shit together, and he knew he could be selective, and he was selective. And now, I think maybe he had his kids a little bit too late, because, here I am at 50 and my daughter's 20, and he's got kids that are 6 and 7 right now. So to me, that seems kind of weird, but maybe it's not weird for you. But when you get to be 36 years old and you're hitting your sexual market value stride, that's when I think that's when you should probably start thinking about, well, what do I want to do? How do I want to, how do I want to leave my legacy? How do I want to build myself up? And don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel bad about being selective. That's what they want. That's what the blue pill wants you to think. They want you to be ignorant. It wants you to be like available to a woman who's just getting out of her party years, and you're a utility. Don't be a fucking utility for, don't be a blue pill utility for a woman just because you think that it is your duty as a man to do so. Your duty is to yourself. Your commitment should be to yourself at this point.
And then just tell them what they want to hear. Yeah, I know. I'm looking for the right one. Yeah, we'll get there. They just want the validation.
Let me stop you right here. We're at the top of the hour, so I just want to say, if you haven't done so already, smash the like button and hit that little bell down there too, so that you get these notifications. And that's going to be really important this week, because we're going to be doing some special shit this week for the 21 convention. So if you didn't pick us up at the beginning of the show, I'll tell you again, 21 convention is starting this week. It will be starting on Thursday, but we're going to have a lot of pregame stuff going on. Check this feed, check my feed, check Donovan's feed, check everybody's feed. But make sure that you hit that little bell, because then you'll get notified when we're going on, when we're doing stuff. Also, you might want to check my my personal YouTube channel, which I'm actually going to launch as of this week, just for the convention. Lots of cool things going on. So go ahead and do that. I kind of want to drag us back into our topic here a little bit. One of the things that I wanted to get into here is just how, and maybe this is actually a good segue. One of the things that I think that a lot of guys don't really understand when it comes to unplugging themselves from that old blue pill matrix is that there's a really strong desire to want all of those blue pill ideals to be true. They want Disney dreams to come true. They want to be able to, they want to say, well, I've got all this red pill knowledge now, so great. Now I can go get the girl of my dreams, and I can go live out these blue pill fantasies that I had back in the day, because now I finally figured out, I've finally got the cheat codes to the game, and I can do that. Well, the problem is that the cheat codes to the game, you're not playing the same game anymore. And I think that one of the things that we see when it comes to guys right now, there's guys who are red pill aware, who understand what I'm talking about, and they've made that transition. They've crossed what I call the abyss. Then you've got the guys who I call Vici males. Vici males are the guy, Michael Kimmel. Michael Kimmel from Stony Brook is a Vici male, and he is getting everything that he deserves right now.